From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Jill Rio.
Tracking some showers and yes, more thunderstorms early this morning as we take a live look at our CAV tower cam looking towards downtown Utica. Again, a little dark out there for this morning just because of those showers and thunderstorms in the area. As you head out the door, you're going to need the umbrella. Also going to want to keep the air conditioner running for today. We are going to be dealing with warm and very humid conditions for this morning into the afternoon hours. Let's get right to it. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, primarily north of the Thruway at this point in time is seeing some thunderstorms, but you'll notice some just to the south of Syracuse. Again, very similar to overnight frequent lightning associated with these thunderstorms just south of Boonville along Route 12 as you head up towards Remsen, as well as getting closer towards Steuben, as well as Western and Westernville. Again, this will be the trend for early this morning. Those showers and thunderstorms will push through, will dry out for a bit, and then another round of thunderstorms as we head it towards this afternoon and into the evening hours. So we're going to see some unsettled weather over the next couple of days. So as we head towards the noon hour, you will notice some showers and some thunderstorms developing. The best chance for any strong thunderstorms will be across the southern valleys. You'll notice by 2 p.m. seeing some strong thunderstorms down towards Norwich, Oneonta, and Cooperstown. Those will push off to the east. We do dry out for this evening into tonight. So as we head into the overnight into tomorrow morning, muggy and mild, and same thing for tomorrow. We'll start off dry, but then tracking some thunderstorms as we head it towards Wednesday afternoon. So again, for today, drying out this morning, thunderstorms this afternoon, drying out this evening, muggy with temperatures in the 80s. A few showers possible for tonight. We'll drop back into the 60s. And taking a look at the rest of your forecast for tomorrow, another round of some thunderstorms developing across the region with a better chance for some widespread rain as we head it towards Thursday. Gary?
Jill, thanks. The recent controversy.
The time is 5:19. We're saying good morning to Frankfort and all the greater Utica region. A beautiful day on Monday. Lots of sunshine. Hopefully get a chance to enjoy it. Now, we will be seeing some thunderstorms for today, but most of these thunderstorms will be happening early enough that I do believe that the food truck rallies will dry out. Maybe an isolated storm, but I do think most of late this afternoon into the evening hours will feature mostly cloudy skies and temperatures in the 80s. It will be very humid, though, just be aware of that. But as we go throughout the morning hours, we're already tracking those thunderstorms across the region. Those thunderstorms will continue on and off throughout the morning into the early afternoon hours. So as we head it towards the noon hour, temperatures will be in near 80 degrees. But after about 3-4 o'clock, that's when we'll begin to dry out across the region with temperatures staying in the 80s. Look at that morning commute forecast coming up. Gary?
Jill, thanks. A massive mudslide.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Jill Rio.
Waking up to a few showers and thunderstorms this morning. I'm sure many people are a little extra tired due to the thunderstorm activity during the overnight. A live look at our CAV tower cam as we are looking towards downtown Utica for this morning. Again, do expect unsettled weather to continue for today. It's also going to be quite warm and humid as we go throughout the morning into the afternoon hours. So definitely need to keep those air conditioners running, those fans running for today. And unfortunately, not the best week. We're going to be tracking some rain and thunderstorms all week long. Speaking of rain and thunderstorms, on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, still some rumbles of thunder between Western and Remsen heading towards Ohio. If you're traveling up Route 12 near Trenton as well as Remsen, dealing with some pockets of some heavier rain. Also tracking more thunderstorm activity just to our west. Now, this will come to an end. We will see improving conditions for this morning, but more thunderstorms will develop as we head towards the afternoon. So by the noon hour, you can see those showers and thunderstorms developing across the region. The best chance for strong thunderstorms will be across the southern valleys. I stop the clock at 2 p.m. to show you those thunderstorms down towards Hamilton, Oneonta, and Cooperstown. Those will continue to push to the south. We do dry out for this evening into tonight, but it's going to stay muggy and mild throughout the overnight into tomorrow morning, with temperatures dropping back into the 60s across the region. Another round of some showers and thunderstorms will develop on Wednesday. So again, for today, warm and humid. Another round of storms moving in this afternoon with temperatures in the 80s. For tonight, muggy and mild. We'll drop back into the 60s. And taking a look at the rest of your forecast for tomorrow, dry to start. More thunderstorms develop during the afternoon with temperatures in the low 80s. A better chance for more widespread rain as we head towards Thursday. Gary?
Thanks. A baseball player who briefly called
The time is 5:48. We are waking up with a few thunderstorms across the region. Now these thunderstorms will begin to push to the south and to the east, but another round of some thunderstorms will develop this afternoon. Now the potential for strong to severe storms is low. It is possible, but it is on the lower side for today. But the best chance will be this afternoon, especially across the southern valleys. Our biggest concern will be some gusty winds as well as some heavy rain. Same story for tomorrow. We're also tracking the potential for some severe weather to the south of the Mohawk Valley. Again, looks to be low at this point in time. We just want to be prepared over the next couple of days with the unsettled weather continuing across the region. Look at that morning commute forecast coming up. Gary?
Jill, thanks. Critics and supporters.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Jill Riehl.
Tracking some showers and a few thunderstorms to start for your Tuesday. A live look at our CAV tower cam as we look towards downtown Utica. See those dark clouds over the city of Utica for this morning. Again, showers and a few thunderstorms will be on and off throughout the day. So as you head out the door, definitely going to want to grab that umbrella. Also going to want to keep the air conditioning running for today, as it's going to be quite warm and humid as we go throughout the morning into the afternoon hours. I am tracking some thunderstorms early this morning on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. This includes Utica heading towards Frankfort, up towards Newport, Poland, just north of Salisbury, heading towards Dolgeville. Frequent lightning as well as some heavy rain associated with this thunderstorm. These thunderstorms are pushing to the east. We do dry out for this morning, but more thunderstorms are in the forecast as we head towards this afternoon. I'm going to track that rain for you by the noon hour. We'll see some scattered showers. Best chance for thunderstorms will be across the southern valley. So by 2 p.m., we are seeing some rain and some thunder down towards Norwich, Oneonta, as well as Cooperstown. Up across the North Country, you'll see dry conditions later on today. As we head towards this evening into tonight, it's going to stay muggy and mild. Temperatures will be dropping back into the 60s throughout the overnight, so need those fans and air conditioners to continue to run for tonight. Dry to start for tomorrow morning, but I am tracking more showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon. So showers will come to an end this morning. Another round of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. We'll warm up into the 80s. Muggy and mild for tonight. We'll drop back into the 60s. Another round of some thunderstorms in the forecast for tomorrow in the low 80s. Widespread rain moves in as we head towards Thursday with temperatures in the 70s. Gary?
Jill, thanks. The recent controversy caused.
The time is 6:19. We're saying good morning to Frankfort and all the greater Utica region. A beautiful day on Monday. Hopefully you had a chance to enjoy the nice weather. And now the rain has returned across the region. Now we are tracking some showers and thunderstorms for this morning. Another round this afternoon, but I do believe for Utica, we do dry out just in time for the food truck rally for this evening. It's going to be warm and humid with temperatures in the 80s, but I do believe the thunderstorms will be done by then. But I am tracking thunderstorms for this morning, continuing into the early afternoon hours. We can hear the rain right now up here on Smith Hill. Showers, again, thunderstorms will redevelop as we head towards the noon hour with temperatures warming up to near 80 degrees. We'll be in the low 80s with those thunderstorms winding down as we head towards this afternoon and then drying out closer towards this evening. It's going to be a soggy morning commute, though. Look at that forecast coming up. Gary?
Thanks. A massive mudslide.
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Jill Riehl.
We are starting off this morning with some showers and thunderstorms across the region, along with some mild temperatures and humid conditions. A live look at our CAV tower cam as we are looking towards downtown Utica. The rain has moved out of the Utica area, but it is warm and humid. Our sky watchers are reporting temperatures in the 60s across the region. Currently 64 degrees in Old Forge, 63 in Glenmore, 66 in Oppenheim, 67 in Westdale, 68 in New Hartford, as well as Clinton. Same story across the southern valleys, waking up to 68 in Edmondson and Cooperstown, 67 in Milford and Hartwick, 68.9 in Lawrence, and 71 in Morris. I am still tracking thunderstorms for parts of Herkimer as well as Fulton and Montgomery counties. I'm going to zoom in on where those thunderstorms are right now. A lot of lightning associated with this storm as it's now impacting Fairfield as well as Dolgeville, Salisbury, up towards Stratford, heading towards Caroga. So again, if you do live in central Herkimer County or into Fulton County, you're going to be dealing with some heavy rain and some frequent lightning early this morning. Otherwise, showers are pushing to the south and to the east. We're going to dry things out for this morning, but more showers and thunderstorms are in the forecast as we head towards this afternoon. So by the noon hour, we'll see those scattered showers across the region. The best chance for thunderstorms this afternoon will be across the southern valleys. They will continue to see some showers and a few rumbles of thunder throughout the afternoon hours while staying dry up across the North Country. So notice by 5 p.m. more in the way of some storms down towards Oneonta, Norwich, and Cooperstown. So for today, we're drying out this morning, thunderstorms this afternoon, drying out this evening with temperatures in the 80s. For tonight, we'll drop back into the 60s under mostly cloudy skies. More thunderstorms in the forecast for tomorrow, with widespread rain by Friday, with temperatures back into the 70s. Gary?
Thanks. A baseball player who briefly.
The time is 6:49. We are waking up with a few thunderstorms to start this morning. We do dry out, and then another round of thunderstorms will be developing for this afternoon into the evening hours. If you live across the North Country, you'll see mostly dry for today, but it's Mohawk Valley and especially across the southern valleys that we do run the risk for some thunderstorms throughout the afternoon hours. Most will be on the generic side, but we could see 1 or 2 strong thunderstorms this afternoon. And our biggest concerns are going to be gusty winds as well as some heavy rain across the region. And then we have to keep an eye on the sky tomorrow. Same situation across the southern valleys. We could see another round of some strong thunderstorms as we head towards Wednesday afternoon and into Wednesday evening. So pretty busy here in the Weather Center for today. Umbrella will be needed for this morning and into the afternoon. Gary?
Critics and supporters alike are.
The time is 7:11. We are waking up with dry conditions, but we did see our fair share of showers and thunderstorms across the region throughout the overnight. You can see drying things out down in Cooperstown, Main Street in Cooperstown. We're also seeing a little bit of sunshine on a Mirabito tower cam down in Oneonta. Very warm and humid to start for this morning. We're at 69 degrees in Rome. Look at Syracuse, 75 degrees. 78 degrees in Rochester. So very warm weather, very humid weather for today, and that's going to help fuel for some thunderstorms this afternoon. I'll track those storms coming up in less than 10 minutes. Gary?
Jill, thanks. The Biden administration.
Time is 7:17. We saw our fair share of thunderstorms throughout the overnight. Now we're seeing a little bit of a lull in precipitation, but showers and thunderstorms will redevelop as we head towards this afternoon, evening. Now, some of those thunderstorms may be on the strong side, especially for the Mohawk Valley and southern valleys. Now, our biggest concerns are going to be gusty winds, but especially heavy rain. We've been dealing with pockets of heavy rain throughout the overnight, and that trend is going to continue for this afternoon. We're also keeping an eye on tomorrow's weather. We could see some strong thunderstorms across the southern valleys. Once again, there is a marginal risk for, again, gusty winds as well as some heavy rain. Now, the good news is that the rain is going to come to an end as we head towards this afternoon and evening for the Utica area. So if you're heading to the food truck rally, temperatures will be quite warm in the mid-80s under mostly cloudy skies. Again, for this morning, a few thunderstorms sticking around. I'll track those storms coming up. Gary?
Jill, thanks. A very violent 3 days.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Jill Real.
Starting off this morning with a few scattered showers across the region, otherwise mostly cloudy skies and mild. A live look at our CAV tower cam as we are looking towards downtown Utica for this morning. We are going to be dealing with some mild temperatures across the region, even starting up in the 60s across the North Country. We're at 64 degrees officially at Old Fort, 66 in Oppenheim, 63 in Glenmore, 68 in Clinton and New Hartford, 67 in Westdale. Across the southern valley, same story, very warm to start. 67 in Hartwick and Milford, 68 in Edmondson and Cooperstown, 69 in Lawrence, and 71 in Morris. Again, quiet conditions for the Mohawk Valley. I'm still tracking a few sprinkles north of Little Falls, but as you head it towards the east, towards Canajoharie, they're still seeing a few thunderstorms across the eastern parts of Fulton and Montgomery counties. So we are drying out for this morning, but more showers and thunderstorms will be in the forecast as we head it towards this afternoon. So by noon, we are tracking some scattered showers across the region. You will notice majority of that precipitation will be across the southern valleys as we go throughout the afternoon and into the evening hours. Again, a few thunderstorms may be on the strong side by 5 p.m. You can see some of those thunderstorms down towards Norwich and Oneonta. As we go throughout tonight, quieting things down with mostly cloudy skies throughout the overnight into tomorrow morning. Now tomorrow we are waking up with mostly cloudy skies, dry to start. More showers and thunderstorms will develop for Wednesday afternoon. So again, for today, warm and humid. Thunderstorms developing throughout the afternoon hours. Temperatures in the 80s for tonight will dry out, with temperatures dropping back into the 60s across the region. And taking a look at the rest of your forecast for tomorrow, some afternoon thunderstorms as well. Temperatures in the low 80s, a better chance for rain on Thursday with temperatures in the mid 70s.
Look at the forecast. Here's meteorologist Jill Reel. And Jill, you mentioned some storms possible fairly soon.
Yeah, things are beginning to pop up on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. I am tracking just showers right now for central New York, but what I am keeping an eye on what's happening to our west. We have several thunderstorms that have now gone severe back towards Rochester, so we are going to keep a close eye on these thunderstorms as they push it to the east as we go throughout the afternoon hours. Right now, though, again, just a few sprinkles across the region, but these storms are picking up in intensity pretty quickly, so we're going to keep a close eye for this afternoon. If you have not gone outside yet, it is very warm and humid. 85 degrees in Clinton, 82 in Castle, 87 in Ilion, 70 in Old Forge. So very humid with thunderstorms continuing for this afternoon. And then more showers and thunderstorms for tomorrow. Look at that forecast coming up. Gary?
Jill, thanks. Tropical storm.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Jill Reel.
If you haven't stepped outside in quite some time, you might be a little shocked. It is very warm and humid across the region with temperatures in the 80s for this afternoon. You can see the hazy sunshine on our CAV tower cam. Now, up across the North Country, they've seen a little bit more cloud cover, like up in Old Forge, where they are seeing mostly cloudy skies for this afternoon. But as you look towards Oneonta, a bit more sunshine on Marabito tower cam. And with that sunshine, it's adding fuel to the atmosphere, so that is why we're keeping a close eye on the potential for some thunderstorms as we head towards this afternoon and into the evening hours. So definitely want to keep an eye in the sky and have our Storm Tracker 2 weather app handy for the rest of today. We're up to 83 degrees at Griffith Park, 85 in Syracuse. But that's not the big story. Check this out. Dew points in the 70s. This is when it becomes very uncomfortable outside. There's a lot of moisture in the air for this afternoon, so once thunderstorms do begin to develop, they could contain some heavy rain. But the combination of the heat and humidity, 90 degrees, that's what it feels like in Syracuse, 88 officially at Griffith Park, 82 in Watertown, and 85 in Ithaca. Again, showers are really beginning to develop on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Nothing of concerning just yet, but I am keeping an eye on what's happening back towards Syracuse, just north of Syracuse. A thunderstorm has just developed within the last half hour, as well as over Oneida Lake near Sylvan Beach. So again, as we go throughout the afternoon, this is going to be the trend. Thunderstorms will begin to develop. We actually have a few severe thunderstorms back towards Rochester. That's another thing we're going to keep an eye on as we go throughout the afternoon hours. So again, on our Skycast, right now we're seeing scattered showers across the region. Some thunderstorms will develop. The best chance for thunderstorms for this afternoon will be the Mohawk Valley, and especially for the southern valleys. You'll notice by 5 p.m. we're still seeing some thunderstorm activity down towards Norwich and Oneonta. These thunderstorms will continue to push to the south as we head into tonight. Tonight will be another air conditioning night as temperatures only drop back into the upper 60s. A few sprinkles during the overnight, nothing like what we saw this morning. Now we start off tomorrow dry, but same story for tomorrow afternoon. Showers and thunderstorms will begin to develop across the region after about 1, 2 o'clock, continuing into Wednesday afternoon before diminishing by Wednesday evening. So again, for today, keep an eye on the sky. Going to be tracking thunderstorms throughout the afternoon with temperatures in the mid 80s. For tonight, muggy and mild will only drop back into the 60s, so a very warm start for your Wednesday with another round of thunderstorms possible in the afternoon. A better chance of rain, though, as we head towards Thursday, with temperatures back into the 70s by Thursday and Friday. Gary?
Jill, thanks. It was a long weather in this half hour. Once again, here's meteorologist Jill Reel with some storm tracking over there.
That's right. We are keeping an eye on some thunderstorms that are developing just to the west of the Mohawk Valley, back towards Syracuse as well as Rochester. A live look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. I am tracking some non-severe thunderstorms right along the New York State Thruway as you head towards Syracuse, getting closer towards Oneida. Again, these are pushing to the east. Again, they're not severe at this point in time, but they do contain frequent lightning as well as some strong winds. So we'll keep a close eye on this. And we're also tracking more in the way of some severe weather back towards Rochester, just south of Rochester, along the New York State Thruway. This is also pushing to the east, so we're going to keep a close eye on these clusters of thunderstorms as we continue to go throughout the afternoon hours. Again, just keep an eye on the sky. The best bet for thunderstorm activity will be for the Mohawk Valley and especially for the Southern Valley's North Country. You look to be A-OK for the rest of this afternoon. We'll track more thunderstorms for tomorrow coming up in just a bit. Gary?
Jill, thanks. In our first half hour,
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Jill Real.
Tracking some showers and some thunderstorms as we go throughout the afternoon and into the evening hours. A live look at our CAV tower cam. Now we change the view just a little bit to show you the dark clouds to our west. I am tracking some thunderstorms, not severe at this point in time, but some thunderstorms that will be moving into the Mohawk Valley. Some sunshine up in Old Forge for this afternoon. If you do live or are visiting the North Country, don't expect too much in the way of precipitation for today. It's the southern valleys that we're going to be concerned about as we take a live look at a Mirabito tower cam in Oneonta. So things are shaping up for this afternoon. It is warm. It is humid outside. We're at 83 degrees at Griffith Park. I want to point out what's happening in Syracuse. They're seeing some thunderstorms as well in Ithaca. Now, as those storms approach central New York, do expect frequent lightning as well as some heavy rain over the next couple of hours because we have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. Those dew points in the 70s, that's when it feels tropical outside. So even though our air temperature is 83, it feels like 88 degrees officially at Griffith Park. So this is what we are expecting on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Pretty much Thruway and point south. Again, the North Country, even up towards Rome, you look to stay relatively dry for this afternoon. It's the New York State Thruway and especially across the southern valleys of Otsego, Shenango, and Madison counties throughout the afternoon hours. I am tracking this line of thunderstorms, not severe at this point in time, but you'll notice the frequent lightning strikes. So just like last night, do expect a lot of lightning and some heavy rain along the New York State Thruway and just south of the Thruway, heading towards Kirkland, Westmoreland, New Hartford, Clinton, getting closer towards Utica. Then if we zoom out a bit further, there's more thunderstorms just to the south of Rochester. This line right here that's forming, that is actually severe. So we're going to keep a close eye on that line of thunderstorms as it pushes to the east. That looks to be here as we head closer towards the late afternoon and into the early evening hours, especially again for the southern valleys. So throughout the afternoon hours, keep an eye on the sky. Thunderstorms will develop. There's that line of thunderstorms I just pointed out back towards Rochester. By 5 p.m., those look to stay south of the Thruway towards the southern valleys. Again, North Country, maybe a sprinkle today, but most of today will stay dry. Now, as we head towards tonight, air conditioning will be needed, or the fan will only drop back into the 60s throughout the overnight, with another round of some thunderstorms developing as we head into tomorrow. So definitely want to keep an eye on the sky for the Mohawk Valley and for the southern valleys for this afternoon, with temperatures in the 80s. For tonight, we only drop back into the 60s, very muggy conditions. More thunderstorms are in the forecast for tomorrow afternoon, with temperatures in the low 80s. And then we'll see more in the way of some widespread rain as we head towards Thursday. Gary?
Jill, thanks. A day of family.
The Weather Center in the last 30 seconds. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Yeah, the National Weather Service has canceled the severe thunderstorm watch in our area. Let's take a live look at the map here. It's still in effect in areas east of our viewing area out towards Albany. But again, we are out of the woods in terms of any severe weather. We're keeping an eye on some thunderstorms near Ithaca, but these are on track to pass south and east. They should pass south of Norwich and Oneonta over the next 1 to 2 hours. So again, we're in better shape and things are looking pretty quiet this evening. Now, despite some thunderstorms that took place earlier today, it is still very warm and very humid. The dew point 71. That is unbelievably tropical. It feels like 88, even though the air temperature is 83. We have some sunshine. Now, it will turn less humid very gradually as we head into tonight. And you'll notice the difference tomorrow. But we do have some thunderstorms around for tomorrow afternoon and the possibility of some heavy rainfall looking ahead to Thursday. We're going to take a closer look at that going forward. Aside from that isolated storm south, the weather looks pretty quiet this evening. Sunshine, again, is still very warm and very humid. But again, that will change as we move forward. We're tracking rainfall over the next couple of days. A look at that forecast coming up. Kristen, back to you.
A Barneveld teenager was serious.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening and welcome back. Pretty active day across central New York with a round of thunderstorms. Those storms have now passed to the south, and the weather this evening looks nice. And it is looking dry. A live look at our CAV tower cam. Looking at sunshine, very warm, very humid conditions still across the region. That cold front has not brought the relief that many of us were hoping for, at least not yet. As we head into tonight, as the front drops south, we will see a drop in the humidity, but it is going to be gradual, and it's going to take place overnight. Live look at the Yorkville Battery, Storm Tracker 2, Doppler radar. All is quiet across the area. We do have a few thunderstorms that are showing up south of Syracuse, but the projections with those will carry them south of our area. So again, I do think we will be in pretty good shape heading into this evening as well as tonight, again with pretty quiet weather around. Now tomorrow we have more thunderstorms in the forecast. The overall risk for severe weather is looking low. Again, a few storms could pop up in the afternoon. The things we're going to be watching tomorrow, localized heavy rainfall and maybe some gusty winds, but again, we're not expecting severe weather or a very active day Wednesday. High humidity is going to continue on Thursday. That's going to be the most humid day of the next 4. In general, the humidity will drop as we head into the weekend and into early next week. As we look at temperatures across the area, it is very warm out there this evening. Rome 84, Whitesboro 81 degrees, Big Moose in the Adirondacks 75. Where it's been raining as of late, it is cooler. Cooperstown 71, Skineva 67, and Sherburne with 72. The weather should improve for tonight's dog walk. Aside from it being warm and humid, it should be pretty nice. Temperatures will be in the low 80s to upper 70s. Tonight's featured dog is Sadie, and if you want to be part of this, head to Bill's Buddies on Facebook. Temperatures remain in the 70s for most of the week, which is pretty close to our average high for this time in the summer. So look at the radar and satellite image. A cold front is very slowly approaching from the north. This is going to move through the region as we get into tonight. And again, it brings a drop in the humidity, but it also stalls in our area. And that becomes really important with how our weather takes place and unfolds later in the week. Tonight, we're dry. Overnight lows drop down into the 60s. Some scattered showers and storms are expected tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures climb into the low to mid 80s. Tomorrow night, the weather looks pretty quiet. That front stalls and brings another wave of precipitation to our area on Thursday. This is the day we have to watch, because check it out, by 5 p.m., not only are we looking at rain, but there is the potential of locally heavy rainfall, and it may be enough to cause some localized flooding. And just a heads up on that, again, we're talking about rainfall amounts in this time frame of about 1 to 2 inches, perhaps even higher than that, in localized areas. Tonight, muggy down to 66. Tomorrow, the risk of some thunderstorms in the afternoon, temperatures in the low 80s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We've got Thursday highlighted as a Storm Tracker 2 alert day with that possibility of heavy rainfall and localized flooding. So again, heads up on that. Friday, thunderstorm 76. The weather dries out heading into the weekend. Plenty of sunshine heading into early next week.
All right, Bill, thank you. Tropical storm Elsa continues to stalk the Florida Gulf Coast, shadowing the shoreline. Landfall is expected overnight, but the system is already causing some major problems. Jay Gray has the details from Clearwater Beach.
Elsa's first swipe at Florida comes in the Keys.
A lot of rain, a lot of wind, shut us down for work.
On the move, the winds now intensifying to near hurricane strength. But it's the growing surf and driving rain that could do the most damage.
This is going to be a water event. There is going to be flooding. There is going to be storm surge. And that's what gives us the greatest concern.
Concern that, like the forecast path, stretches along the entire west coast of the state. Residents in the potential strike zone lining up for sandbags in a late race to get ready. Tampa International Airport suspending all operations at 5 this evening. The Rays postponing tonight's game against the Indians at Tropicana Field. And while search and recovery work does continue at the site of that tragic collapse in Surfside, crews are being forced to adjust to the changing conditions.
The wind is hampering the large cranes moving very heavy debris. That's a challenge that they're attempting to work around right now.
As the system churns in the warm waters of the Gulf, Elsa's intensity is not the only thing that worries those in its path.
The timing is a little scary because it's early. It's just the beginning of July. It's only 1 month into hurricane season.
A season many forecasters warn will be long and very active. Jay Gray, NBC News, Clearwater Beach.
Coming up, an amusement park ride.
Back to the Weather Center with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Where were you today, Bill?
Got a chance to go visit the young ones, the students at the elementary school in Waterville, their summer program. I wanted to give a shout out to two groups. This is K through 2nd grade, as well as the 3rd through 5th grade class. I got a chance to talk about a variety of different types of weather. And also got a chance to show them the cloud in the bottle experiments in person, and had a lot of fun and got a chance to learn a lot about different types of weather, and also weather careers, not just television, but some other things you can do with a degree in meteorology. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Our weather is quiet across the area. We had thunderstorms earlier today. These storms to the west are expected to drop southeast, so many of those miss our area. We're also keeping an eye on tropical storm and soon-to-be Hurricane Elsa. The track has been very consistent for the National Hurricane Center, keeping this storm south and east of our area as we head into Friday and then eventually out to sea. Aside from an isolated storm randomly popping up in our area, I think the majority of the evening is going to be dry and sunny. It's still pretty humid out there, but that humidity will start to back off over the next 24 hours. More chances for showers and storms, especially on Thursday, where we could be talking about some locally heavy rain. Look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A day of family fun.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening and welcome back. We continue to track some scattered showers and storms moving out of our area and a return to sunshine, very warm and humid conditions. This is a live look at our Mirabito Tower Cam in Oneonta, where it is significantly cooler in the southern half of the area compared to in the Mohawk Valley and North Country, where the sun has broken out again and temperatures are a lot warmer. It's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We're done for severe weather today. The severe thunderstorm watch has been discontinued for our area. These storms that are out towards Syracuse are expected to drop south and east. And you notice the humidity that's still in the air. That cold front not quite making it through the area just yet, but it will, and it will be a gradual process where the humidity will gradually drop heading into tonight. Now, that cold front gets hung up in our area for tomorrow, and it could spark a shower or thunderstorm tomorrow afternoon. The overall outlook for severe weather, though, is relatively low for the area. We're not expecting any of these storms to produce any strong winds or any really heavy rain, but that is going to change heading into Thursday. If you need to cut the lawn, I think your best bet is to do this either tonight if it gets a chance to dry out enough, or early tomorrow, because Thursday and Friday we have some widespread steady soaking rain in the forecast. Skywatchers this evening, again, temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s in the Mohawk Valley. Barneville 80 degrees, Yorkville 82. Bob and Clinton checks in with 83, Mike and New Hartford with 80. Cooler across the southern valleys where that rain has just lingered. Cooperstown 69, but Eaton, Lyman checks in with 82 degrees. Again, tracking that cold front rolling through the area, producing thunderstorms today. And that front is dropping to the south. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight. Partly cloudy skies, still pretty warm tonight, an air conditioner worthy night, as we only drop down to the mid 60s. The front that's producing weather today will be hung up in our area tomorrow, and that could spark off a shower or a thunderstorm in the afternoon. Temperatures will climb into the low to mid 80s. Tomorrow night, the weather remains quiet. That front is still around on Thursday, and it teams up with an area of low pressure. And this is where we're going to keep a close eye on things, because we're expecting the rain to fall widespread and heavy. In fact, Skycast showing some reds in the area, so that does lead for the potential of some flooding, or at least possibility of it here for Thursday. We're going to be keeping a close eye on that, the possibility of 1 to 3 inches of rainfall on that particular day. Muggy tonight, down to 66. Tomorrow we're looking at showers and a few thunderstorms, a high of 81. With the heavy rain in the forecast, we have a Storm Tracker 2 alert day on Thursday. That's why Thursday is marked in red, again, for the possibility of localized flooding. We'll keep a close eye on that day, and we'll continue to keep you updated. Scattered showers and storms Friday, drier weather heading into the weekend. We'll be right back.
Center and Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
The severe thunderstorm watch, in effect, has been discontinued across our area, so we are in the clear. That watch was in effect until 8 o'clock, but it has been canceled early because the thunderstorms have moved out of our area and the threat is over. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We do have thunderstorms south of Syracuse, but these are headed southeast and again away from our area. If you're looking to get out and enjoy the evening, the weather should cooperate. Of course, it's still very warm and it's still very humid. The dew point's still 70. So still very uncomfortable, but that level will start to ease back as we head into tonight. We'll get a chance to dry out, and it turns less humid tomorrow. We're tracking more thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon, but there's a better chance of rain, especially heavy rain in the forecast on Thursday that we're going to take a close look at coming up. Again, this evening, things are looking pretty good. We're looking at sunshine, temperatures at the upper 70s to low 80s. We are tracking rain in the forecast. Again, heavy rain for Thursday. Also, the latest on Tropical Storm Elsa, where that's headed, and that's coming up. Kristen, back to you.
A Barneveld teenager was seriously
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening and welcome back. The storms have cleared out. The humidity still left behind, but even that will be changing. Let's take a live look outside our CAV tower cam. Again, the weather has improved. We're getting some hazy sunshine and again, very humid conditions out there this evening, but the storms have now passed to the south. It's a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, some activity south and west of Utica, again, heading out of our region to the south. There will be more thunderstorms that will pop up as we head into tomorrow afternoon. The overall risk for severe weather is looking low. We're expecting possibility of some downpours and some gusty winds here as we head into Wednesday afternoon. The humidity remains uncomfortable over the next couple of days, becoming humid again Thursday before the levels start to drop heading into the weekend. Temperatures this evening, again, they have warmed up. We saw rain-cooled air in the 70s and 60s, but we're back into the low 80s now. Ilion 82, Yorkville 82 degrees. Across southern valleys, the rain has lingered a little bit longer here. 69 Cooperstown, Richfield 75, Cassville with 78 degrees. This front will continue to drop south over the next few hours, and that will help the humidity to drop as we head into tonight. However, that front is going to stall and bring us a few chances for rain, especially on Thursday. Tonight, muggy, an air conditioner worthy night, overnight lows in the mid 60s, but generally dry. Some patchy fog early tomorrow morning. Another round of thunderstorms possible in the afternoon. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 80s. Again, some gusty winds, locally heavy rain possible. Thursday, that same system is in place, and this time a wave of low pressure will be teaming up with that front, and this is going to produce what we think is going to be widespread, potentially heavy rainfall. In fact, I want to stop Skycast here, 5 o'clock on Thursday. Notice all the red showing up here. We think that the rain could be locally heavy enough to cause possibility of some localized flooding, especially in areas that got hit last week. Southern Oneida County, Otsego County. We're looking at a general 1 to 3 inches of rainfall here. And again, that possibility of some localized flooding on Thursday. In addition to that, we are watching Hurricane Elsa. Well, tropical storm now is expected to strengthen into a very weak hurricane. The latest projections do keep this storm to our south and east. Tonight, muggy down to 66 degrees. Tomorrow, another round of thunderstorms in the afternoon, a high of 81. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We have Thursday highlighted in red because it's a Storm Tracker 2 alert day. We talked about heavy rain possible for Thursday. We're keeping a very close eye on that day for the potential of heavy rain and localized flooding, and we'll keep you up to date. Friday, some thunderstorms are possible, 76. Those look to be a lot less heavy, and the weather is expected to dry out as we head into the weekend.
All right, Bill, thank you. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. Now a hurricane as it continues to stalk the Florida Gulf Coast, shadowing the shoreline, gaining strength. Landfall is expected overnight, but the system is already causing some major problems. Reporter Jay Gray has details from Clearwater Beach tonight.
Elsa's first swipe at Florida comes in the Keys.
A lot of rain, a lot of wind, shut us down for work.
On the move, the winds now intensifying to a Category 1 hurricane. But it's the growing surf and driving rain that could do the most damage.
This is going to be a water event. There is going to be flooding. There is going to be storm surge. And that's what gives us the greatest concern.
Concern that, like the forecast path, stretches along the entire west coast of the state. Residents in the potential strike zone lining up for sandbags in a late race to get ready. Tampa International Airport suspending all operations at 5 this evening. The Rays postponing tonight's game against the Indians at Tropicana Field. And while search and recovery work does continue at the site of that tragic collapse in Surfside, crews are being forced to adjust to the changing conditions.
The wind is hampering the large cranes moving very heavy debris. That's a challenge that they're attempting to work around right now.
As the system churns in the warm waters of the Gulf, Elsa's intensity is not the only thing that worries those in its path.
The timing is a little scary because it's early. It's just the beginning of July. It's only 1 month into hurricane season.
A season many forecasters warn will be long and very active. Jay Gray, NBC News, Clearwater Beach.
Let's get a first look at the forecast tonight with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis tracking Hurricane Elsa.
Yeah, Hurricane Elsa, at least on the radar this evening, has appeared to have weakened a little bit, which is some good news. But again, from the National Hurricane Center, still looking at winds of 75 miles an hour. The track of this storm will keep it south and east of central New York. By the time it makes its way into the northeast, it will be Friday afternoon and Friday evening. And again, this is a pretty close track, but the storm itself will be much, much smaller and weaker by the time it gets into the northeast. And again, we're not expecting any major impacts from the leftovers of Elsa. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A sprinkle moving to Madison County. Otherwise, just a warm and very muggy evening. Current temperature is 70 degrees. Our weather headlines. We will get a chance to clear out, and it turns less humid as we head into late tonight and early tomorrow. We're tracking some rain heading into tomorrow afternoon and some heavy rain possible on Thursday. Muggy tonight down to 66 degrees. We are tracking some heavy amounts of rainfall over the next couple of days, especially Thursday evening. We're taking a look at rainfall amounts. A look at that forecast is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New tonight, Utica police arrest.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening and welcome back. We're taking a live look outside. Our Cab Tower Cam is overlooking the city of Utica. It is a mild and muggy night across the region. Earlier this evening, take a look at the sunset we captured on our Tower Cam. That was a beauty. The haze in the air tonight. If you've noticed, skies have been pretty hazy today. This has been caused by smoke high in the atmosphere from Canadian wildfires. They've been in the air for the past 2 days. They've created some spectacular sunrises and sunsets. And again, this was the scene from earlier today. This haze is likely going to be in the air again tomorrow. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are tracking more scattered showers. Well, one lone shower near Hamilton that's heading to the south and east. Other than that, it's going to be pretty quiet tonight. It's another great night to use the air conditioner. We're expecting overnight lows to drop only into the mid-60s. So again, a very muggy night. Air conditioner worthy for sure. It does get cooler during the overnights as we look ahead. There is a chance for severe weather tomorrow. It's very low, maybe some gusty winds, perhaps some locally heavy rainfall. The storm threat is not expected to be as widespread as what we saw earlier today. Humidity is up, especially for Thursday. That's the most humid day of the week before the humidity begins to come down, and it becomes a lot more comfortable by Saturday. The radar and satellite image shows a cold front that dropped through earlier today, producing some scattered showers and thunderstorms. That front is going to move back to the north and stall in our area, and that's going to be the focus for more rain chances over the next 3 days. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, we're mostly cloudy and we're dry. Overnight lows again in the mid-60s. A few scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder possible tomorrow. High temperatures will be near 80 degrees. Tomorrow night, the weather looks relatively quiet. We're down into the 60s. Thursday, there's going to be a wave of low pressure that moves along this stalled front. What that means is a round of heavy rain is in the forecast, especially later Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, and Thursday night. In fact, the rainfall amounts could be measured in inches, perhaps 1 to 3 inches of accumulation as we get into Thursday and Thursday night. And with that amount of rainfall, it does at least give us a chance of flooding, or at least flooding in poor drainage areas. That is something we'll be keeping an eye on as we head into Thursday. Muggy tonight, we're down to 66. Tomorrow, the risk of a thunderstorm in the afternoon. Warm, seasonably warm, a high of 81. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We've highlighted Thursday in red. That's a Storm Tracker 2 alert day, and that's because we have heavy rain in the forecast, again, for the possibility of some flooding in poor drainage areas. We're going to keep a very close eye on this day, and we're going to give you updates on that as well over the next day and a half. Friday, showers and storms, dry weather as we head into the weekend. Stay with us.